Let's cook, nerds. Hey guys, Jeremiah here. Not sure about the audio quality on this video, but I'm here in my kitchen and I'm going to show you guys what I learned to cook. One of the very first things I learned to cook. I'm gonna reach in here. Okay. Oh. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys how I make hard-boiled eggs. So, I'm going to flip the camera around here real fast. So here's some hard-boiled eggs. And here's a pot right here. I'm going to fill this up with cold water. Alright, here we go. Next, I'm going to take these 6, 7, 8 eggs. I'm going to put it inside the little pot here. If they can come out. Some of them are frozen. Now I got a pot of cold water here. Completely cold. And some of the eggs are like stuck. Alright, so what I ended up doing, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. This is a lot of video, this is just real life here, guys. And so this is my video, and boiled eggs is nothing more than just taking eggs and then putting it inside of a pot of cold water, and then we're going to crank this bad boy up all the way to high, and then we're gonna let this come to a boil. Alright guys, so while the eggs are starting to boil, pretty much this is just the YouTube reroll cook, and I'm showing a video on how to just make hard-boiled eggs. And with a really cool thing about hard-boiled eggs is one of the first things I learned how to cook. It's really simple. It's just simply taking a pot of a stovetop, and then putting eggs inside of a vat of cold water, and then switching the heat function all the way to high, and then let it come to a roaring boil. And I will fill you in on more when this thing starts boiling. So I'm gonna the next video clip in this video will be me showing you what a pot of boiling water looks like. Almost there. Hey nerds, how y'all doing? Jeremiah here. This is Reroll Cook, and I'm going to show you guys how I make hard-boiled eggs. It was one of the very first things that I learned how to cook when I started learning how to cook for myself as an adult and everything. And I just think it's a really cool, simple thing to do. And from there, I can kind of show you some easy preparation stuff. I might just show you how to make the hard-boiled eggs first. In other videos, I'll show you some cool ways that you can use hard-boiled eggs. Not to mention, I like my eggs boiled hard for like 12 minutes. So I'm gonna end up showing you a pot of boiling water next, so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. And yeah, so there's a bunch of different little clips from this, but it's none of this is kind of thought out. It's just me making a pot of boiled eggs. That's all it really is. And the water is now boiling, so let me show you that real fast. Alright guys, so all I did was take a pot of water, cold water, put the eggs in there, and now it's at a rapid boil. So with that being said, the residual heat, we're going to turn this bad boy off. And then we're going to set this for 12 minutes. So it takes about 12 minutes for eggs to completely set inside there. And they're going to cook in this residual heat of the boiling water and cook all the way through. Okay guys, the eggs are done boiling. They're probably still cooking a little bit too. But to stop the cooking process, all I have to do is put it in here, turn on, and just tilt it like this to replace the cold water. Or the warm water with the colder water. Alright, and that sort of stops the cooking process right here. Okay, now I'm going to shell these out and I'm going to show you one cooking preparation that I do. Alright guys, here we are. We got a batch of hard-boiled eggs, and I'm going to smush this real fast so you guys can see what it looks like on the inside. Right here, so this is the consistency I like, and it's pretty simple, and all it requires is just a pot with cold water. You plop them in there like I showed you in the past video clips of this particular video. But from here, you can totally mash it up. I think I'm going to make this into like a salad too. And since it's just going to be me eating it, it doesn't matter that I'm just using my hands to do it. So what I like to do is just take this stuff here. And squish it up with my hands. And this is what I consider an egg salad. Okay, I'm going to go wash my hands, and I will be right back. Okay, to finish off the egg salad, I got some mayonnaise here. And then I'm going to go ahead and just add a couple of tablespoons of mayonnaise. There we go, that's the mayos. Oh, you know what else would be really cool to add to this? Some relish. Adding some relish to this egg salad would be kind of cool. Well, looks like I didn't have any relish to add to this egg salad right here. But this was just my way of sharing a video of how I make hard-boiled eggs and how I like to prepare them. And since it's just going to be me eating this, it didn't really matter that I used my hands to smush them up. But this was like I only used two utensils. I used a pot for the boiling eggs and a little spoon here too. Those are the only two things I used to make this. So really it was just eggs, water, pot, and a spoon, and mayonnaise. So that's all that's really necessary to make this. And that was a re-roll cook video. Hard-boiled eggs, pretty simple. There's lots of things you can do with it. You can change the cooking time to change the consistency of the yolk that's inside of the egg. As it's cooking, you can make soft-boiled eggs or hard-boiled eggs. So 12 minutes for hard-boil. I would imagine you do 6 minutes for a soft-boiled egg if you really wanted to. Soft-boiled is kind of like a really cool consistency for ramen bowls. I've never really had ramen with eggs before, but that might be a recipe I can try in the future. Sorry about the video editing thing. It's just I'm only doing it by myself right now for video editing content and stuff like that for this channel. But as always, if you like my videos, you can like and subscribe and hit the bell icon to the right hand side here so you can stay updated on all future videos. And don't forget, you can join my Patreon account, the Arcane Treasury, to help support my life goals and mission. I have a phase plan. You guys can go check out the Arcane Treasury playlist, and in the video description, I have a phase, a master plan for the Arcane Treasury for the support of the channel. But as always, the most foundational way you can do that is by liking, subscribing, and sharing my content, and commenting too. Commenting is going to be very important because commenting also helps out the YouTube algorithm decide whether or not people are going to see my videos or not. So the more comments I get on my videos, so if you guys are interested in supporting me and my content, like, subscribe, share, and comment. And that's going to be the most foundational way. If you guys like this video, that's going to be it'll be a lot more, it'll be able to give me the ability to do a lot more with this channel in general, not just this playlist. But Reroll Cook, I can envision seeing become a series of videos, of cooking videos. And I can imagine like a makerspace studio like setup platform where it can be more where the video editing where we can make some truly delicious things and you guys can see how I go about making my stuff and everything. So I can envision like a rustic wooden kitchen background behind me that says Reroll Cook with a little sign that says Reroll Cook. So that would be a nice little endeavor to do, like set up a little space where I can shoot content and stuff. But that's, you guys can go check out my other playlists and stuff. Go check out the Arcane Treasury, and then just the other stuff that's going on here on Reroll. Either way, this was a Reroll Cook video, and as always, may you always roll 20s. See you around.